Look at this. Okay, today we're heading out to John McLucas and then we're going to Sound City Studios. So it's going to be a lot of fun today. How you doing? Look at this lovely gentleman. Oh, nice to see you, man.
This is the PreSonus Quantum HD8. And then the vocal chain is the Lewitt. The Lewitt Pure Tube. I'm like the tubey one. Lewitt Pure Tube, and then the Warm 1073, the Warm Audio CL1B, and then for the throw it across the room, it's okay if you throw it on the floor, like the SM7 is always here, just to grab, tip it, and then again, it depends, but bass tends to be, bass is orange, guitars are red for me.
Oh wow.
This session is pretty messy. I have not done my cleanup, but and then all keys are purple, sound effects are green.
Wow. You know it's weird because I have my own color system. It's like fucking with my head looking at the names and seeing the color.
Oh, I hate looking at other people's sessions too because I'm like, it's wrong.
It's wrong. Yeah.
You've done everything wrong, bro.
That's what I'm saying right now. I'm like, no, it's not. Sorry, I don't mean to judge you so hard.
No, it's fine.
That.
It's weird.
For me, drums are red, bass is blue, BB, guitar is green, GG, effects is yellow, effects.
Damn, that shit's kind of fresh. No, I just walked the first studio I interned for. He was like, these are the colors we use, and I've never changed it. So everything gets summed into these. So it goes drums, bass,
to mix bus,
guitar, keys, sound effects, vocal effects, lead, vocal, other vocal.
Yeah. The
3 vocals get summed to the vocal bus. The 5
go to the instrumental.
Not vocals go to the instrumental, and then these 2 get summed into the mix bus.
Oh, going into the mix. You know what's something interesting you could do there to make your life a bit easier?
Tell me.
Make the mix bus an audio channel with input only monitoring, so you can capture it on there.
Oh, to print?
Yeah, to print.
Ah.
That's what I do.
That's kind of fresh.
Yeah, and that way I can.
Let me put it on my NAM. My mix bus.
Oh yeah, true. Because then what I do is I capture versions and create playlists in them, and then I can turn the input monitoring off or on to compare the mixes in that playlist.
That's kind of savage.
Yeah, I know. So that way I keep them all labeled. Like if I've got 3 different mix versions, they're in there. Input monitoring on. I'm listening to my current mix. Turn it off. Whichever playlist is in solo, I'm monitoring.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's just kind of fresh. Okay, cool. I'll do it. Yeah, no, that's nice. That's nice.
You're welcome, man.
Dude, I appreciate that.
No,
yeah.
That's cool. You're lucky I grilled your session because we're here with John McLucas, and it's so beautiful seeing you whenever I come out to LA. Every time I've been out to LA, I've caught up with him.
Yeah.
URM in 2020 with Nick Tallow and I can't remember the other guy's name.
Me neither. I'm so sorry.
That's right. With Nick Tallow back in 22, I think we're at the Corona Suites or whatever, where we were having breakfast and then we tore it up for a bit. We had Mexican and I learned the difference between flour tortilla and corn tortilla. Remember that?
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
You have an incredible memory.
Yeah. And that was slightly embarrassing because I never had Mexican food properly until we sat down for that, and then I got asked a question and had to learn the answer. Actually, you know what? Is it Pablito's Tacos? Have you had that?
Oh yeah. We have a there's a tent location in a parking lot 2 blocks away.
Yeah, and they got the pizza there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there the start of the week.
Yeah. Oh no, it's
man.
fucking great.
So, and they do Peruvian as well.
Yes,
and,
they're just incredible.
I know. I've been there twice now for this week.
As you should.
Yeah. So he taught me good Mexican food, at least in the area, because and so I don't look weird when they go, oh, no flour please. Get greasies. But is there anything you want to share with people?
God, being put on the floor and knowing that there's no edit, that's high stress because I have to be eloquent, so now I must address the people. No, I think I want to echo something we said off camera because I think it's super important.
Yeah.
That I don't think people
Keep going.
appreciate as much. Is we talked about what I've done the last 18 months, which is really hunkering down and getting really fucking good. And I think now I'm gonna sound like an old fart, being like the lost art, kids these days, but I don't even think it's kids these days. I think it's just everybody. I think we in general lack patience. As humans, we want it now, regardless of what decade we're talking about. And it meant a lot the way you know, you're like, yeah, dude, that was the right call to like shut everything down for 2 years, 18 months, and just like get really locked in, because I don't think a lot of the doors that are open now would even be doors I could see, let alone like walk through, if I hadn't just like stopped doing all this stuff and just honed in on the craft way harder than I ever thought I would work on the craft to get to that point. So that's, I think the one thing I don't want to share is like, you probably haven't spent enough time on your craft. And like not even close. I've worked way fucking harder and missed way more sleep than I ever have in my life in the last year. And now when I walk into rooms, I'm like, I am an actual badass. Like I've only been in sessions with like 1 or 2 people that can like work at my speed at the computer. And even then I'm like 15%. I think I got him by like a good 15%. Yeah, I'm like, nah, but like, you're really good. So like, I'm not irritated this session. Like, wow, that's so nice. And I can write and have a good time. But yeah, I think like, it's hard to have the concept of how much work it takes to become an absolute badass at your craft. And I just encourage people to push themselves harder than they probably are. Knowing how good I thought I was 2 years ago and where I am now.
It's a tough grind.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to lighten the mood, because either he's going to kick me out of here and be like, you're an asshole, or you're not too bad. So I'm going to review your coffee.
Oh shit.
I'm going to review his coffee. So far, just so you know, the highest I've given this trip, I think I gave somebody, I think there was a 6.5, and at some point I think I've given over a 7.
Damn.
That's the highest.
Okay.
I know I've done a 6.5, a 6.1, a 6.25. I've done a 0.1 for 7-Eleven out of 10.
Yeah, that's about as...
And so
it's legally coffee.
Now he made me it was very clean in the kitchen, which is good. Now, I don't know what's in here, but based off what I've been tasting, I think there's cinnamon.
Yeah.
Vanilla syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's obviously espresso in it. And was it oat milk in mine or normal milk?
Oat milk with half and half.
Half and half. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to give this. It's definitely better than the 6.5, which is good. That's good, because 6.5 was acceptable. It's going to get a 6.8. Which is respectable only because this wouldn't be my go-to to drink. Like, I wouldn't go and grab it. Like, if this was my go-to, it'd probably be mid-7s, because it does taste really good if you like spice, oat, cinnamon.
Yeah, it's a very character.
It would be a very good drink for anybody who likes this. But for my palate, 6.8.
I'm stoked on that.
Which is very good in the scale of my LA.
In my head, I was preparing myself. I was like, as long as it's like a 4. I was like as long as it's a 4.
No,
I was like, I think I also put on these pours, I did a little more oat milk than I normally do. But like, when you freehand it, like I'm not sitting there measuring it.
I would imagine having this when it's stinking fucking hot, because this is iced. He's iced it.
Yeah.
So when it's stinking hot, you've come back from a walk and you're like, I need a veg out and cool down. I'd be like, yeah, I'm cool for that. So, good news, just check my Instagram. The MPEG Guild of Australia just announced their nominees for Mastering Engineer of the Year, and I am on the ballot as a nominated Mastering Engineer. So, big surprise, but there's some incredible other nominees on there. You got Joe Carra, Talia Rose, Lachlan Carrick, Ben Fagans, all incredible engineers. So, very humbled for the love that's being shown to be on that ballot, and wishing everybody the best of luck at the awards ceremony, which is going to be next month in Sydney. Ooh. C.H. Carroll. Here we are. No gimbal, because I bloody lost it. How's that? He came in here, and he was so happy to just talk to me about the studio. He's like, this room's built by John H. Brand, and he's telling me about his setup, and I'm like, you're all digital? He's all digital.
All right, I'm all digital. This is a John branded room located here at the Sound City Studios complex in Van Nuys. And I just, all in the box, no gear, just plugins only.
Yeah, but you have to listen to the masters. And before you do, we're going to check out These are fucking beautiful key speakers. So the wildest thing with these key speakers he was telling me about is not only did he get the mains, then he got the BXTs, but then he didn't want to get a G-Wagon. So instead of having cash for the down payment on them, what he did was, what did you do? Tell him.
Which thing?
You bought another pair.
Oh, yeah. You always have to have a backup.
Backup.
You know?
He's got a backup for the backup. So he's dropped well over 35 G's on all of this. More. I'm not going to give him the PTSD. I'm not going to make him depressed over this. But he's just stacking up monitors in a storage closet in case any of these go. And when you're wondering why there's no stock of key speakers, it's because it's him.
I have them all.
He has them all. He just keeps buying them up. You want to do Atmos in keys? Bad luck. He's got them all. Not happening. That's the plan. He doesn't want anybody to have the secret sauce. Now, so also the other cool thing, no D to A.
None.
None.
No, I'm using the DA from within the keys. It's just going USB from my Mac into the key control, and then Ethernet to one key, and then daisy chained Ethernet to the other. What else do I need?
Not much.
You know, it's like my desert island gear is keys and a MacBook.
Beautiful.
iLock.
Nice. The sit stand desk. I've got one. A lot of people have them. Are you using it for sit stand, or are you just sitting on your ass the whole time?
I'm just sitting on my ass the whole time.
So you just want to feel healthy.
Right.
You just want to feel healthy. I'm surprised I don't see like one of those standing treadmills just packed up in the corner collecting dust.
Probably need to sit down the whole day.
I know, it's bad, isn't it?
A little bit.
It's bad. And then you throw your laptop.
Yeah, my laptop usually sits here. I just use that for like invoicing and like scheduling and whatnot. Zoom.
Nice.
I need it.
Nice. And you're just watching YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually have like a cityscape or like a fireplace up. Kind of fit the vibe, whichever fits better.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Did you throw this TV in recently, or has this always been in this space?
I had a smaller TV on top of the rack, but I ended up acquiring this within the last month or so and got a new TV stand for it, and it just kind of fits the space better.
The stand looks sick.
Amazon.
That's Amazon?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know why, but people really know how to fit out spaces nicely in LA. It's almost like you went to like one of those boutique furniture places and dropped 2 G's on that.
Right?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't pick that from Amazon, but that looks awesome. I was going to ask, that TV screen, acoustic-wise, did anything change when you went from the small to the big screen?
Not really, because I had a TV still in the same general space, and I kind of noticed a little like the center image kind of sticks out a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really bother me all that much. I already work around it.
No.
Should probably do like room tuning or something, but
So there's no tuning on the room?
No tuning in the room.
All right.
I do have a couple EQ curves built into the key control that I've set to kind of offset some stuff, but other than that, I think Mike Tucci said it best when he said these would sound good on the moon.
Yeah. No, they're beautiful speakers, and what we'll do is we're going to shut off the camera because he's going to probably bump some tunes and show me what these things can do.
Yeah.
But it's all like NDA stuff, secret top level shit that you guys can't hear, but top classified. So we just bumped some tunes in here, and he did some magic because he had a mix. I'm not going to say mix's name, not going to say the artist, but he had a mix that was really pokey. On the kick, it was a bit boxy, and we A-B'd before and after, and he did some magic. And here's my thing with All in the Box. Are you tempted with analog flavor or trying to recreate analog flavor in the digital chain? Yeah?
I mean, you can't, I'm not going to deny that, analog or digital is better than one or the other. You can get to the same place with both.
Yeah. So what's helping you get to that same place? What's you just loaded up a chain.
Yeah.
Secret sauce. Sorry, Ivan. And yeah, what's giving you that flavor that you can do in the box?
So right now it's the Metric Halo Make Believe Studios mix head.
Okay.
Just for, saturation tape.
Is there a secret setting on there? Is there how have you got it loaded up? Can you share it? Or we getting too much of the juice that you don't want other people to know?
Usually I like to start it from the default. One or I will go to Mike Tucci's preset, Bada Bing.
Bada bing.
You know, and I'll start from there.
Yeah.
You know, just where necessary, but that kind of gives me the warm saturation from a tape head.
Yeah.
And so that kind of puts me there, and then I'm a really big fan of Acoustica.
Okay.
I like predominantly use all of their plugins.
Okay. What got you onto them?
Mike
Tucci. Mike Tucci got you onto
He
them.
was using them. He still uses them, and he introduced me to them and like showed me certain plugins and whatnot, and I kind of just ran with it. I think they sound the best. There's all of them have a pre button, and when you engage the pre button, it just adds this like level of dimension and depth that you can't really. I haven't found with like other plugin manufacturers that model hardware. That and then the Make Believe Studios Metric Halo Soundtech on aggressive analog modeling.
Exact same.
Yeah.
Exact same.
There's something about it. It sounds like a box. You know?
I know. And the transients poke out with it, man. Like
it does. You can hear what it does by just engaging that alone. You don't have to change any of the settings, and it just sounds analog, which is something I chase because while I do like analog, I don't like the cost. I don't like the maintenance. I don't like the time that it takes. It just doesn't make sense when I need perfect recall every time at an instant. Why would I sit there and spend all this time and money changing tubes, testing out cables and all these other things? Like as much as like sonics and technicalities matter, I think what's more important is like just making a banging record. You know, there's no like, I don't know. It's just streamlining things, and like functionality is more important to me than having a room full of gear when I can get to the same place without it. Using plugins. So it's just like cut the bullshit, get to the music, stay out of your head, because you can overthink hardware all day. You know, you can sit there and be like, oh, if I do this configuration and that configuration, it's just you're wasting too much time and you're stressing out. And then on top of that, you think you need stuff you don't need.
And also, how much easier does it drag in a plugin between inserts than patching or switching things out?
It takes 1 second. Just, you know, you move it versus like, oh, well, let me change the entire like order of my input switcher on my console or all those other things. And that, and thinking about, you know, I could buy a Soundtech, like a hardware one, 30 grand. I could buy another pair of keys, you know?
Yeah, another pair of keys, another one for the collection.
But I was thinking though, and I was doing like some math and stuff like that, and if I wanted my chain hardware, it was going to be over like 200 grand between cables and converters and like the actual gear itself and then furniture. And I was just like, why would I do this when I can get the same result doing this?
Yeah.
So that's kind of my...
That's actually a pretty good message, because people feel like they need...
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I know.
I've seen people and helped people make records with nothing but a laptop and keys, you know? That's it. You don't need anything else.
Definitely not.
If you just have great plugins that aren't from a BS company and a good listening environment and good monitors, what else do you need?
Exactly. That's awesome. Man, we're gonna grab a bite and chop it up. So you guys, we're gonna leave you, but do you know any good food places around the area?
I don't get out much.
Don't get out much?
Sit at home and order food all day, or I'm here.
What? So what are we gonna do, man?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But now we can chop it up without the cameras on, and we can talk all the secret juice, all the secrets that you guys won't be privy to, because he's a gentleman and he just wants to help people and make sick banging masters. So
you can call me though.
I can call you, or they can call you.
They can call me.
They can call you. Yeah, of course they can. Yeah.
We'll talk sauce.
Talk sauce, of course. All right. We'll bounce out. See ya.
See ya.
Look at this. He fucking delivers the tripod, which I've lost today.
Of course.
I'm so grateful. Thank you, mate. Fucking hell. How are you?